So we just did this using the calculator and using the formula shown here on the page, and now we're going to see how to do this using Excel. I already have a table set up over here, and I used the same information we had from our conversion table, that there is 3,412 BTU in 1 kilowatt hour, and that there are 1,000 BTU in 1 cubic foot of natural gas. So we'll just put in the information here as far as the amount of kilowatt hours of annual electricity we want to convert to BTU. So remember, it was 1.76 million kilowatt hours times the 3,412. So we can put that in here as 1.76. I could put it in as millions, but we're going to use the exponential notation. So the times is the asterisk key, times 10. The raised is the uppercase 6, right? That's the raised to the 6th power. Now, there's a problem with what I've entered here. And when I hit enter, notice it didn't change into 1.76 million. It looks like 1.76 times 10 raised to the 6th, but it didn't actually do the math. To get the math to happen, I have to have an equals sign in front of the number. So I should have typed equals before I put everything else in. Well, up here in this formula bar, I can put the equals in, and when I hit enter, now it does the math. So we're going to multiply that amount times the conversion factor to get the product here. So again, we'll start with the equals key this time. So we'll say the contents of cell B4 times the contents of cell C3. And notice up here, B4 times C3, and when I hit equals, there's my number. We'll do the same thing over here for the gas. We know that we had 6.5. Well, we have to start with an equals. 6.5 times 10 raised to the 6th. When we hit equals, that turns into our 6.5 billion, right? Our 6.5 million. And when we multiply that times the 1,000 BTU that are in every cubic foot of gas, it will come up with a 6.5 billion. So again, we'll come to the cell where we want to put that product, equals D4 times E3. And there we go. So the energy use in BTU, I'm going to modify this to be total. Energy use in BTU. We have to do the sum of the two, right? And so we're going to start here, and I will put in, I'll try using the sum feature. Let's see. So I'm going to put in sum, and notice Microsoft likes to think it knows what we want to do. It thinks we want to add together the entire range of these cells, starting with B4 all the way through E4. Well, we don't. We just want to have C4 and E4. So instead of putting a colon in between the two values, when I click on this, notice it gives me a hint. It says that if I put commas in between them, I can put in individual cells instead of a range. So I will get rid of the colon, and I'll go back, and now I'll put in C4, comma, E4. And when I hit enter, there's my number. So that's the total amount of energy use measured in BTU over an entire year. And all that's left to do is to divide that by the area in square feet. And so we remember that was 100,000. There's 100,000. And so this will be equals energy in BTU divided by, that's the / symbol, the contents of G3, and when I hit enter, there's that same value. Now remember, the textbook rounded it off. It didn't use the 0.51 or the 51.2. So we could round that off if we felt like it.